Hey everybody. What's going on, guys? So I wanted to jump in today and talk a little bit about Star Wars gaming and what's coming in the future. So we have heard some big news this week. Obviously, this last 6 months has been a here. We need something to. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay, so here we are. It's only January of 2022, and we got the Eclipse trailer last year, or was it last year? Yeah, was it last year? Felt like last year. And then we get now we're getting to talk about the Star Wars Skywalker Saga Lego game. That's awesome. We also have the literal quietest acquisition I've ever heard of this size, with Microsoft acquiring Blizzard Activision. Amazing. And then the juicy cherry on top is that we might actually have Fallen Order 2 coming out this summer. I mean, is anybody else excited about this? I don't know about you. I'm pretty pumped. Let's get in the chat real quick, because this was brewing before we even got here. Let's start with the hellos. Hello, Mr. Rissman. Mr. Rissman, how are you? Aiden, what's up, man? How's it going? So Strike was here earlier. I'm not still sure if he's still hanging around the chat. And then they were talking about throwing some stones, but it does look great. We saw a little bit of the trailer gameplay stuff that looked great. So where do we want to start? Should we start on the well, let's start with the worst of the bunch, in my opinion. Let's start at the bottom, and then we'll work our way to the good stuff. So let's say, for me, Eclipse is at the bottom of the totem pole right now. The game looked, the trailer looked dope, right? What they gave us looked pretty awesome. However, hearing that the game won't release until 2024, and then all of the social drama that came with it, and now they're potentially pushed back another year or more. I mean, this is I might have some new pets by then. We might be in a new house. Like, you're talking about 2 to 4 years for a game. I've gone through this before. It was bad form to release a trailer for a game that's not even on the precipice of being close in the proximity of gameplay ready. So yeah, that for me is my first. We're going to talk about that for a minute. Like I said, the trailer looked dope. I was excited when I saw the Eclipse trailer, right? It looked amazing. But I don't know about you guys, but hearing all this BS, all the long, I don't know. It just seems like a lot of it seems like, Lucasfilm Games. I was hoping that Lucasfilm Games was going to come out of the chute rocket, right? Finish out strong with their contract with EA, which is this year. Actually, a lot of people don't know this is EA's last year to release, I think, on their deal. I'm sure I know there's other stuff in the hopper, but so they're going to release this. From what everybody says, Eclipse is like way down there. All right, so I'm going to pull this up, and we're just gonna watch it real quick, and then that way we can know what we're all talking about here. Oh, hi. Yeah, so we're gonna go through this real quick. I want to put this up, and let me get in the share screen. So yeah, I want to put this up. I think seeing these is important, and going through them is important. So we're going to. Oh, that's definitely not it. That's it. We're going to take that away. I don't know how he got up there. Wow, how did you get up there? That's fun. There you are. Okay. So we're going to pause you. Wow, you keep having a moment. All right. So here it is. Here's my scene squaring. Okay. And we're going to volume up on this. Let's see if they shut us down. We'll have some fun with it. I'll even start it over just to have fun. There. I even started it over just for you guys. So this was our first taste of Star Wars. What is to be the new Star Wars gaming, right? So we got this trailer. Honestly, I don't even remember when. And Aiden, we'll get into that in a minute. Aiden, thank you for reminding me. You're just a boss.
Sure, bring me in right as it falls out of my ear.
I know, right? That's said the same thing. I mean, what an amazing piece.
Yeah, dude, I'm hype.
That's just so far away. I mean, I might be 50 when this thing comes out. I mean, so that shit just looks amazing, right? That, and like I said, this is the thing at the bottom of my current totem pole, just because it's so far away, and there's
it's pretty
so
distant.
much, like it's so far away.
Yo, can I get real sweaty?
Sure, sweat it up.
Can you bring that guy's picture back up where he's facing right towards us at the end?
Yeah.
And it shows like the straight on of his face. Because I was gonna do a video about this, and I'm not now. So
I'm just not.
Just how the guy is standing facing us with the earring off of the left side of his ear.
All right.
Back a little bit. Oh, maybe not.
Is it two? Did I go?
Yeah, I think it's not the very end, but it's right before this. He's drumming and then he turns around. Yeah. Just with a close up on him facing us right there.
There?
Yeah. So, what I wanted to point out, and I think it's worth noting, is that all Jedi Padawan have a braid.
Right.
It's on the right side of their face. This dude's earring is very symbolic of a braid, but it's on the left side. I'm curious if they all have it. And when I started going down this whole rabbit hole of piercings and trying to figure out, okay, is there any symbolism with ear piercings and things like that? There's actually, and I can't remember what time period it is, but essentially someone who willfully gives themselves in service or opts out to not take freedom,
right,
was marked with an earring. like
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah. So if you had a pierced ear or traditionally had that piercing, you were identified as somebody who is in service of voluntarily. So I
Interesting.
really think there's some poetry back and forth yin yang with that specific symbolism right there, man.
Yeah, I mean that's really interesting. I mean, I'm not sure if that goes back all the way to the times of the Romans, and or the
Yeah, I
Greeks.
gotta
I mean,
remember.
that
Or
could
it
go
was
all
even like
the Egyptians, maybe.
yeah.
I mean, it could
Mm-hmm.
go all the way back to the pharaohs and to the
Mm-hmm.
what we perceive as slaves, but like you said, they could be voluntary
Yep.
servants. That's a really interesting perspective to take, because that's kind of where a lot of Star Wars comes from, is a lot of that lore, right? A lot of that old Egyptian, old mythology, this stuff. So that's pretty interesting. I'm trying to look here at these guys,
Mm-hmm.
the other drummers, but it's hard to get a read on them because you can't
Yeah, I
really
think
see
just
anything.
something very, very clearly like they're not an army, but there's multiples of them and they're doing the same things in succession together. It just kind of screams ritual,
That's what it was.
servant, type behavior.
Yeah, that's I mean, I
They're
don't.
definitely building something.
Yeah, that's.
They're
Oh
bringing
yeah,
something to
yeah, yeah,
life.
yeah. Look at the guy right in the front. He's got a dangly ear thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got an. I mean, you look at him drumming the drum. He's got an earring chilling.
And I'm
That's
actually really curious if there's levels to this, and we're gonna see other members of the same species in different dress, maybe
right.
bigger headgear, like suited up armor. Like who knows?
Yeah, that's awesome. No, yeah, I mean, it's like you said, we don't know if these are the the army. We don't know if these are who these people are, but we see something coming out of the darkness, let's say, out of the pit.
Mm-hmm.
So, some people have a very prequel vibe, some people, are not into it at all. I haven't heard anybody, but I'm sure there are, because there's some people that just don't like things.
Well,
Here we
there's
go.
always some form
These
of
guys,
controversy too.
these guys are clearly servants to the dark and are working to the resurrection of this creature coming out of. I can't even say that word without messing it up, so I'm not even
the
going to try.
Harkobath.
Thank you. My what is it? Phonetic touch is not very good. Is that would I use that
Feel
right?
that. I can't spell, so
Yeah.
these names, bro, never get them right.
Yeah, I am phonetically challenged. Let's call it that. So that's number one for me, right? For me, of course, X-Wing is always on the Vong. He is just big hard on for the Vong. The Grisk, maybe. I just think they're a little more. I just kind of imagine them something different. But
I think
yes,
a lot of
they're
those make sense, though. You know
They
what
do.
I mean?
They absolutely
kind
do.
of have to.
So yeah, there's everybody's on board. This looked awesome when it came out, and then we heard it was going to be a 2024 release, and it's like, wah, wah.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for nothing. We'll see you in 2 years.
Maybe.
And that's maybe. And then they get all the social drama, and then I hear it pushes another year or two. So for me, that's why that's at the bottom for me. I can't get hyped about it. I can't. It looks dope. Whoever put together this cinematic trailer looks absolutely fantastic. They absolutely belong at Lucasfilms. This thing was brilliant by that team. But give us this closer. Give me this at the 2024 Super Bowl. Give me this 6 months before this comes out. Give me this at 2023 Thanksgiving football games, right? Coming into the first quarter of 2024.
Not necessarily a good move in the midst of crisis.
No, not
like
no.
you guys got a lot going on. Let's just pull back. Just put that one in the back pocket.
Just their PR department needs some help over there. That's all I got to say is like, whoever looked at their bosses and went, "Hey, let's put that trailer that we should put that in the Super Bowl."
This is what I came here for.
Whatever
I was like, Obsession's gonna scream at the wall. So
oh
I gotta
my
be
god!
Here.
Like whatever guy said that, just put it. Just stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, let's move on to hit number 2. For me, hit number 2 in this whole thing could be, I mean, it's kind of a tie for me, is Lego. For me, that Lego is second place in this in today's news.
Lego is underrated, highly underrated.
It's not that it's underrated. It's that they how can I put this? You teased me one too many times with this one, right?
This one, yeah.
This one in particular, like Star Wars Lego Skywalker Saga, for me is and again, it looks absolutely fantastic, right? It looks fun. But I mean, when was this supposed to come out? Chat, help me out. You guys are awesome with this.
It's been like a year and a half, I think.
So long.
2. I could be off, but it's been at least a year and a half, I think.
Yeah, I mean, chat, help us out if you're out there.
Well, let's see. Like, I mean, last D23 and May the 4th, we got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Before that was like the Bad Batch announcement. I thought when they talked about Bad Batch is when we were starting to hear about this. But I could be wrong.
So annoying.
But all those games, I love all of the Disney, or not Disney, the Star Wars Lego games.
I mean, and this should have been a thing. You know, I don't know if this is what's coming. I didn't even mention, Aiden mentioned it when we were playing the last trailer, the KOTOR remake. I'm so jazzed about. I forgot to even put it on the thumbnail. I'm such an ass. I might have to just take her picture and just stamp it on the front of it.
Oh yeah, you can change them.
But that's one we could get into that a little bit after Lego. But yeah, I mean, I mean, we're all shilling for this game, right? We have been. That's why everybody's talking about it a year and a half later, and everybody has just walked off the plank because their games are so good. The Lego games, they're so much fun.
You know, people might hate this, but they might as well throw in some form of like PvP. Something into Lego. I'm not saying it has to be like Battle Royale or anything crazy like that, but like do something. Give me honestly, like a co-op side quest.
Be in this game because it's been so long.
For real.
Right? It should be like if you waited this long, you should put a PvP in this game. Right? I mean, just saying. My only theory as to why they released this so early is because it's going to tie into new content coming in the next phase of High Republic. Cool. Give it to me when that stuff comes out. Don't give it to me at the Thanksgiving or Super Bowl game, 2 years early. Like,
you mean the trailer, or are you talking about the trailer, or are you talking about Lego?
The trailer.
Yeah,
trailer.
Yeah.
Like, give me this closer to the next phase of High Republic when we have something to go off of. You just handed us a plate of awesomeness and said,
tease like the big conflict that's going to end the High Republic or something.
Whatever, something. Give us something closer to this more High Republic release stage, right? Something more visual, right? Something that they're working on. Give us that when that's coming out. Give us his trailer to ooh, look at all this awesome stuff. It just, again, I'm not going to digress, but yes, I agree with you. Risman's throwing, no, Risman's not throwing. I was looking at him. No, yeah, LucasArts. I mean, hopefully KOTOR is the legacy game that they're putting together for LucasArts, right? Hopefully we're going to get that LucasArts logo still on that game.
Did they I didn't look into the remake a lot, but I assume they could bring back people who are involved in the original.
I hope so.
But I mean,
from what I hear, it's just a graphics update. It's a 2022 graphics update package on a 96 game.
But you should watch the video with the guy talking about it, because he definitely hints at like some evolutions to
good
story. I think
good. I hope so. I hope there's some
I think there's good ways to do it and there's bad ways to do it, and it's really just we got to just kind of sit back and wait.
So back to Lego. Matt Risman says October of 2020. So it's been almost a year and 4 months, so almost a year and a half, almost 18 months. That's a long ass time to push a game you hyped hard to keep the fans interested. I'm just saying. And so with that, we're going to show what the hype's about. So here we go. This is 6 minutes. How is this 6 minutes? Is it really 6 minutes? I guess
gameplay and whatnot.
I guess it really is 6 minutes. Or is this somebody talking about?
A young dreamer becomes a Jedi Knight.
Oh, this is somebody talking about it, isn't it? Yeah, it is. We're going to find the real trailer. I hate when you do that. You're like, oh,
So
official
this game
trailer.
though is the whole saga,
There it
or
is.
all the movies from
Yes.
1 to 9.
Yes.
Prequels, everything.
Yes. This is everything. So
I
this
always
is
wonder how, like, because they've done these games before, so it's like, how do you retell the scene but make it fresh and new?
right.
It's
So this is off the official Lego YouTube.
Promise me you will train the boy.
Yes, Master.
I was once a Jedi Knight, the same as your father.
How did my father die?
dude, and like I want to play this in 4K.
Oh my God.
It looks so damn clean for a Lego game. Why?
Is reborn today. The war is just beginning. And
Dude,
I
that scene?
am the last Jedi.
I can't wait to stream the Rey saga.
Reach out.
I can't wait for the jokes.
Oh, it's so good.
Dude, just that coming out of hyperspace. Oh, nice. You get to play as Jaina.
Dude, the sounds are so balls on. It's amazing. I
Yo,
love it.
Qui-Gon tearing it up. The goober fish?
Big goober fish.
What? Dude, that was a hype trailer. I don't know if I've ever seen all that.
That's the original trailer.
That was back in October.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Well, this is probably
I
remade.
could be a Jedi. Ben, tell him I'm ready.
Bro.
So good. There it is. Spring 2022. So official release date from what I have been reading is what April 4th or April 5th is what we've been hearing right now. So that's the official. That's the
supposed
official.
to get Morbius in April too.
Oh, I
Delay
know.
everything.
Let's see. So this will be Padawanabe's 5th Lego Star Wars game. Dude, you're a maniac. X-Wing can't wait to play the Palpatine saga. I think it's going to be I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I think this game in particular, I think could do so much for the fandom. Right. Be safe, Aiden. Thanks for stopping in, brother. Yeah, we'll be on for a while. We got two more big things plus KOTOR stuff. So we'll be here for a minute. This could be the best game for. No, they didn't schedule it for April 1st. They're not sandbagging us. This could be the best thing for Star Wars fans as far as a game goes for a while. Just because it scratches everybody's itch. If you hate the prequels, you don't have to play the prequel saga. If you hate the sequels, you don't have to get into the sequel saga. Right? If you want to stay in the OT, I'm guessing that's how the game is going to be built. You can play whatever part you want, unless you want to go from start to finish. But that's kind of how it seems like the game is geared.
That'd be cool if you could play like whatever saga you want to be in.
Seems like it to me.
I'm gonna grab a drink real quick.
Cool. Yeah, do you? So yeah, I think this could be the best one for the fandom if it's set up like that. If you don't have to play the whole thing stem to stern, I think this could be the best game for the fandom, because then you could stay in your own preferred Star Wars, let's call it, right? Because some of us, of course, like it all. Some of us only want the flavor that they want, and that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, I love bottled Coke, like in glass bottled Coca-Cola, better than any other Coca-Cola. That's okay. You're allowed to like whatever flavor of Coca-Cola. You're allowed to have whatever opinion you want. But I think that this could be really good for the fandom in particular, just because if you get to play the stuff you want to play, then I think that would make a lot of people happy, and then I think everybody would be in a good mood with their game.
Oh, for sure. Go back and fall in love with what the Star Wars you like, man.
Yeah.
Star Wars that makes you love being a fan of this stuff, you know?
Yeah, and that's what it is for me, right? Like for me, I love it all. For me, I could pull a pearl out of almost any Star Wars content. I mean, even the Christmas special, I can pull something out of, right?
Yeah.
But not everybody feels that way. If anything, Star Wars fans are some of the most passionate fans, right? It's hard to conversate sometimes because people get so angry so fast. Because they're passionate. It's not anger. It's not anything more than passion. They love their Star Wars, and we all do. So Rissman always got a joke, Riss. Always got a joke. Let's see. If the new trailers really like call, you could start at any trilogy. See, there you go. So you start at your specific. I would play it from stem to stern. I would start as little Annie and work all the way through to Rey bearing sabers. That would be me personally, because I would enjoy all of it. But not
Dude, you know what's funny, Risman, is I used to have a coworker that would always get their beer in a bottle with like a little tiny glass, and they would pour their sip out of the bottle into the tiny glass and take their sip. And the bartenders would always ask them, "Would you like a pint?" "No, I'm good." That's literally just how they chose.
Yeah. I like my glass bottled Coca-Colas.
Yeah, man, you drink it how you want to drink it. I'll drink it how I want to drink it.
Well, I mean, yeah, I just mean the flavor of the Coke that comes from Mexico for me is like that's that old Coke.
Oh yeah,
taste, but that's how
the actual Coke in it.
Yeah, that coming from the border. But yeah, I mean that's the great thing about this game is you're going to be able to play your favorite saga, your favorite Star Wars, the Star Wars that makes you happy, and that happiness will hopefully transition, and maybe you'll be like, maybe I'll play something I don't like and see if their jokes can help me get into it, right? I think this could be really good for the fandom. I think this game in particular, I'm going to put it back on the screen. I think this game in particular.
You know what Lego does really well is troll. Like they troll responsibly.
Yes.
They will pick fun at the sequels. I mean, it's been delayed so much. Who knows? They rewrote stuff. They put stuff in here, I'm sure. I'm actually pretty excited to see stuff like that because hopefully it will bring us all closer.
I think so. And that's what I'm saying. I think Eclipse looks like so far the most badass game, right? And also because there's no context. There's no real cast we know, at least that we know. There's nobody in there that we get emotionally attached to, so it's a wide open area so everybody can latch on, right? They're not like, oh, I hate the prequels, or I hate the sequels, or I hate Rey, or I hate Kylo, or whatever. It's something completely balls new, right? And that's a big part of it. I think it really, really, really is going to be potentially a bridge maker. I'm not saying the bridge. I'm saying this could be a bridge maker here. I'm excited about it. That's all I can really say. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, we need a Star Wars game that resonates like Mario games, like Mario Karts, Mario parties, like things that like we're like, yo, we're going to play this Star Wars game. Do you want to join us? You know what I mean? Like there isn't something out there really like that.
Is it multiplayer? Is this one multiplayer? Can we team up as Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon in the prequels, you and I?
That's what I'm saying. Like I would hope at least co-op or something. I haven't heard anything about it, but did the older games, if anyone in the chat, I mean, you own all those Star Wars games. Were there co-op in the old Star Wars Lego games?
Bro.
I think there was.
If you and I could be 3PO and R2 on the sands of Tatooine going to Jabba's hut, bro, holy shit.
You can do it in all the Avengers games.
Bro.
All my kids play Avengers Lego split screen and switch between all the characters.
Yo. What up?
Yeah,
welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I am really excited about this game. I know it's on the bottom half of our list today, at least my list today. But I mean, damn, dude, this could be fucking fire.
A lot of people miss Lego. I think it's underrated. Like I said,
Lego is hyper underrated. I love. That was weird. I love Lego. Like Lego is just fun for the family. But did I just put that on the main screen? Oops. I was trying to see if there were any boomers that wanted to come on. Yeah, so I mean it's
dude, co-op's got to be in there.
I think co-op's got to be in there too, man. I think that
games that don't come out now with that stuff, I'm just like, what are we doing? You know,
Well, I
like,
mean, especially because I'm not saying it's easy programming. I don't want to insult any
mhm,
programmers out there, but people like it, right? Look at what's going on with
exactly.
Fortnite. Look at what's going on with what's the other game that we were talking about? That matchstick game that we were talking about the other day.
All
Look
of
at
the Steam games that
all
people
Among
get on
Us,
and play together. Yeah,
Mario
dude.
Kart. Like they know that people want to
Mhm.
stream together. People want to get together with their friends, especially now. I think gaming is so much more important in today, right? Like I have 4 different groups I Fortnite with, right?
Yeah.
I have a bunch of different friends that I play games with now, and it's a way that we can connect right now for people that are not interested in going out during this time, whether it's for social reasons, it's social anxiety, whether it's medical reasons, you're medically anxious, whatever your anxiety is to go out in the world right now, gaming is providing us a way to communicate and have fun with each other. I just didn't want to come out and say it because I know people get sensy, but
Mhm.
I
We
mean, with
know.
the pandy,
We're all dealing with it, you know?
with the, I mean, with the, I don't want to go dive deep into this, but with the social stuff that's going on in the world, with the violence, with all the hate, with all the sickness, with all the, everything that's going on in the world, this gaming is doing so much to let us interconnect and enjoy life. And if they give us a multiplayer in this game, bro, I can't wait to get on board with X-Wing and be Han and Chewie, right? Let's go. I mean, it's just, it has so much. There's so much opportunity to build bridges with this game. I'm excited. I'm excited. I know it's on the second half of the list, but I'm excited.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
Risman, the Lego Star Wars games give us some of us who just want to have fun playing. And yeah, exactly. And the Lego silliness is what me and him were talking about, is that we feel like that breaks down some of the angst that you feel with these Star Wars content. So
Mhm.
I'm sure there's going to be a Lego Boba Fett game that'll make fun of some of the stuff that's going
It
on now.
pulls us all away from the hyper-focused lore finding, and I get tied up in it too, man. I get frustrated.
Yeah.
Legit frustrated. And so it's like, Lego, I'm a welcome change of pace, in my opinion.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there is no official trailer or anything for the next one. There's a lot of hype behind it. That's why I'm putting this one not first, even though I am the most excited to play Fallen Order 2. I know that's not going to be the game title necessarily, but for me, I feel like Fallen Order 2 is game I'm most hyped about. I had so much fun playing the first one.
Mm-hmm. Dude, and that character is a wild card, bro.
Oh yeah.
He's a new character, someone introduced that we only know of after the Order 66. He has that ability to touch objects and know their history. They I don't want to get into spoilers. That game's been out for a while. So I guess if you don't want to know
you can
the
spoil
end
it.
of the game,
Yeah.
but the whole premise is that holocron that Jocasta Nu has, and it has a list of all the force sensitive children or people out in the galaxy. The group at the end of this game chooses to destroy the holocron with all of the names and just let the force guide them to either find these people or let them be. So
right.
Give me more Jedi. Have them find them. Have the force bring them together because of this bigger new threat. Who knows? Like
you
let's
said,
go beyond the timeline now.
Cal is so unique in the fact that, I mean, where do we hear it? I can't remember if we hear it in Rebels. I think we hear it in Rebels, where the Inquisitors are talking about the Jedi are gone and all of it's left. Oh no, it was Thrawn. Duh. The Jedi are all but extinct, and all that's left are untrained Padawans, and that's Cal Kestis, right? Cal is out there kicking ass and taking on Vader, even though he really needed help from all his friends to just escape, right? They didn't beat Vader. They ran the way you're supposed to. Vader's him, run! Right? But that sets them up to, number one, give us more of the inquisitorial staff, right? Like show us some of these other characters, these other inquisitors in Fallen Order 2, right? Let us have our Dathomirian friend maybe learn some of the Force, maybe be able to toggle between the two, right? Or at least let her, have a lightsaber and begin a journey to become whatever. Yeah. So
Dude,
I
or
just,
like, yeah, man, have conversations between her and Cal, and maybe he can learn things that the Night Sisters can do. Like,
yeah,
add to how they connect with the Force, or if it's even the Force that they're using and it's a different kind of magic. You know what I mean?
right. And
That would be cool.
like I said, I just think that there's a lot of room, and he is in a unique time period because he's in the time period where Ahsoka's being hunted. He's in the time period where, Kanan and Ezra are out there, right?
Mhm.
We don't know exactly where he fits into this current universe that's being built. So the storytelling that's going to come out of this one, just like the last one, I feel is going to be unique. And the gameplay was a lot of fun. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
not great at games. I'm not a particular a craftsman when it comes to being when you have these things in your hand. I'm not a particular craftsman. But that game made it very easy to get in and conquer the game without getting frustrated and throwing it away, right? And because I do that with games, I'll get to a point where I'm like, after I break 3 controllers, I'm out. So,
Yeah.
there you go. Live action combat in this game would be cool too. Another opportunity to have some lightsaber on lightsaber combat.
Yeah, dude, I want raids. I want to go in with like 4 of my friends and clear a whole temple of like, Night Sisters or whatever you want to call it. But
Yeah, or Sith temples.
I want
or
some MMO Star Wars again. I know people always reference that there are MMO Star Wars games still out there, but I'm just ready for the next big, like the next console, next gen, like evolutionary game, something different.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think that they were hyping that this was going to be the first like Star Wars next gen game on the next gen consoles. So it would be awesome. The graphics are going to be sick regardless. I can't wait for a legit trailer. Do we know if it's the same holocron that Cad Bane and them were after? I don't know, but
I was going to say, if
were
they hired by Vader? What holocron were they after? Because if it's the one that Vader was after, it is the same. But I don't know.
I don't know, because I think that the one he was talking about, I don't know. X-Wing, you'll have to clarify.
As far as I know, the importance of holocrons, there's really only one that the general Star Wars knew about, and it's that one.
Right. Because that was one of the only ones
like,
left, right?
Yeah. Or the one with the biggest secret, the one that everybody wanted. All the other stuff
with
were
the
like
children.
Yeah.
All the other ones were teachings or stuff like
secrets that you would want to know as a master or something along those lines.
I would want to say that then yes, this is the one that everyone was after, because there couldn't have been many of those holocrons out in the universe that had a list of all of the younglings just tracing about, right? That had to be a pearl, a diamond.
Dude, and if you guys haven't found the issue where Vader goes in the suit to the Jedi Temple to confront Jocasta Nu,
read it,
bro. Have you seen it?
Oh yeah,
where she takes the lightsaber rifle.
The lightsaber rifle,
bro,
the Kyber crystal rifle.
Yeah, blows a hole through the wall and almost takes him out. Like, sick.
Hey, they made an entire planet-sized machine that did the same thing. So that for me is not
I think too we could see some crazy thing in the High Republic conflict, because like, where are these people now? Where's the big threat? Where's the big, like, how did it all just kind of disappear? You know what I mean?
Right.
We keep talking about planet killers and galaxy killers. Like, did they mess up and like really destroy themselves along with the dark side and everything?
I mean,
where's the remnants from the High Republic?
Well, and I guess this is what this is kind of the teachings I got from Rebels, is that the more you, it's kind of like the the harder you grasp, the more it slips through your fingers kind of thing. I feel like that's it goes both ways, right? The Empire tried to snuff out the light side of the Force only to create their doom, right? Same thing with the dark, right? They the light side, they tried to snuff out the Sith and it backfired, right? So I feel like that's, that's kind of the idea with all of this is the harder the harder you try to hold on and snuff out the other side. And I think that's where, as much as it's old school and kind of before with the games, I liked the idea of the Jedi Sith war. I like the idea of schools of Sith learning to be dark and learning that whole process, as well as the Jedi, because while you're both there, there's balance, right? This idea of snuffing out the other, that's really not what we've been taught is the right thing. Balance. So stop trying to, you're always going to have conflicts. There's always going to be this secret shadow war between the two, but line off your portion of the galaxy. You don't come into my neighborhood, I don't come into your neighborhood, and everything will be the same,
We see it time and time again. They try to like Order 66 something, or Bane wipes out the Sith, and it always balances back out. There's always something here in the future that the Force is going to make happen.
Right. And like I said, we'll see what comes in this game. I'm excited. I hope we get more Inquisitors. I hope we get a Dathomirian Jedi. I think that would be a really cool story arc to go down. We've already heard about the Mandalorian Jedi back in the day. Give us a Dathomirian Jedi. How dope would that be? Not only do you have, can you use the Force, number one, or are your abilities so similar in the Force that you don't need that? You just need to learn the way.
Because we see Dathomirians, like, isn't there
it's a conjure
spell? Is there a cinematic trailer too, though, where there's I don't know if it's KOTOR or if it's the other one, where there's a guy in armor and he's a Dathomirian. He might not have horns even, but he's like got the same kind of paint. But anyway, I think there's definitely got to be some non-evil Dathomirians. Or
no, for sure. I mean, although they're a warring
Maul
tribe,
was raised by not his people, right?
Maul was raised by Palps, basically.
Yeah, so
young, but yes.
Who knows how he would have turned out?
Well, I mean, look at his brother. I mean, Savage was not a warmongering. I'm spacing on his breed right now. Anyway, he was not a warmongering individual until they came to get him, right? He didn't want to, do all that stuff. So
yeah.
With that, Fallen Order 2 is definitely at the top of the list. KOTOR is of course still at the top of the list. I love that game. It just so nostalgic for me. So if they keep it pretty much the same, just with upgraded graphics, cool. But for me, the largest subject of conversation today is the surprise acquisition, right? Nobody really saw this coming. I mean, nobody saw this coming. Maybe inside stock traders that knew, like, hey, everybody, go buy some Microsoft like today, right? Like, because this is a big deal. And I mean, Microsoft's already a big company, but this is, I mean, you're making, now you own a gaming company for your platform to make games exclusively for and not exclusively for.
Yeah,
that's a big deal.
Yep.
I mean,
I'm really excited because, outside of this company's issues, I grew up playing World of Warcraft.
Right.
Blizzard's been my home. Diablo 1, 2, 3. I'm super hyped for Diablo 4 now because they've cleaned house a little bit, especially in the Diablo 4 type of area. So gaming's big, man. And the fact that like YouTube gaming is actually going to become a thing now, and it's not going to just be YouTube with gamers on it trying to do it, but this year is gonna have like big things for gaming and YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, the dollar amount that they bought this company for is amazing.
It's almost 3
70
times the amount.
million or 70. I'm sorry,
Billion.
billion dollars
Yep.
with a B. People, $70 billion.
And I think the next largest under that was them again, and I think it was like 20 or to 30 billion. So we're talking like 3 times.
Oh, you're a savage, Padawannabe. You're a savage. He's a savage.
I'm
You're
sure
a
they are.
savage. I'm sure they are. I don't know who's listening right now. I haven't dove into any of it. I haven't listened to any of it. I've just seen a lot of memes.
I've seen the thumbnails, and that's enough.
Yeah, the thumbnails are enough. Apparently, they're blasting fans and not having a good showing of it.
They're pulling a classic Lucasfilm. I'll be honest. Just the best course of action is just no action, bro.
Yeah.
You post and ghost. You post and ghost. That's the classic Joe Rogan. You don't feed trolls.
Well, I mean, even the largest. I mean, even here, within this space, the largest Star Wars YouTuber says it himself. Star Wars Theory says it all the time. I post and ghost. I don't look back. I don't read comments. I don't engage in that because you're trolling yourself if you do. I do.
You know why I
I'm a
subscribe
nobody.
to that too is because the internet has never lost. So if there's a controversial take in any of your comment section, other people in the comment section, like it's always going to pan itself out, whether it pans itself out in the way it's your favor or not. Like that doesn't matter. You made your content. Just don't do it to yourself.
Yeah. Well, and that's just it. Is that look? I mean, I read the comments because I'm a nobody. I'm still trying to gain engagement. But once you reach a certain point, sure. I mean, do you choose not to,
you gotta pick and choose your battles.
But I think that this is this is just insanity. I like I said, I'm only looking at the thumbnails. I don't want to really get into it because I don't know anything about what's going on. But I've seen a lot of thumbnails. I've seen a lot of videos from from both sides of the spectrum, from the honest side of them going, what is happening over there, to the the channels like Geeks and Gamers are putting a lot of stuff out about this right now. But that's what they do. They talk about games. They talk about this stuff daily. And this woman's
and whether you agree or not, you have to keep these people accountable. Like you are saying some stuff that is pretty inflammatory. So, it's like, I don't know. I mean, look, I don't want to even.
Everybody has their voice. But sometimes, again, like you say, post and ghost might be the best thing.
Sometimes it is.
But you got a lot of channels. I'm keeping up. Only way I'm doing it is RK Outpost and Geeks and Gamers thumbnails are keeping me apprised to that situation because they're posting on it. Because that's what they do. They talk about gaming. They talk about this stuff. I don't talk about it a lot unless it's Star Wars related, maybe.
Yeah.
But they're really hip. Both of these channels are really hip to what's going on over there, and they're involved in it because I think they were some of the people that were getting thrashed by the G4 people, and that's where I'm getting my news on that. So
no, it's okay. It's okay. The Stanleys, we're all fine here. Everything's fine here.
Everything's
How are
fine.
you?
We're all
How are
fine.
you?
Casual misfire. Everything's fine. We're all fine up here. How are you? I mean, this is a big acquisition. Microsoft put another power play that nobody really saw this coming. This is kind of, I don't want to say out of the blue because you don't have a $70 billion acquisition without people knowing and without it being out there a little bit. But a lot of people were surprised by this. This I didn't see anything about this in the mainstream news, in the mainstream YouTube, anywhere until yesterday.
Yeah, no, not at all. It's almost like they were just kind of sitting around, like thinking about the situation and what they could do, and then just made an offer.
Yeah,
how does that?
Who knows somebody at Activision? Anybody in the room know anybody at Activision? We need more gaming shit here at Microsoft. We're trying to do more. Does anybody know? I know Steve over at Activision. Call him. Call
There's
him.
just some dude
Call
on
him.
his phone in the back, and he's just like,
Why
don't we just buy it?
Just text him. Just text your buddy Steve over at Activision and say, are you guys interested in selling? Just, just curious.
What
No
if we drive
pressure.
a couple
No
of trucks
pressure.
over? What if we drive a couple of trucks over and just unload some cash in the
I
parking
just-
lot?
I mean, it seemed like it just came out of nowhere, man. And
Mhm.
good on him. I mean, what a good move for your gaming platform. There's what?
I wonder if talks started right after all the controversy and stuff, and people started leaving. Like people left immediately after, or stepped down, etc., etc. I really wonder.
Because
this is a big deal. It's not like this couldn't have happened overnight.
You acquire business and bring in your own team to take over. Yeah, but this is a big move, man. It's a power move, honestly. I mean, in the gaming space, this is a power move, right? Like
Facts.
You're talking about, what do they have? Like over 100 studios that
It's like the game of Risk
that Microsoft or Activision owns. One of the two owns like 100 studios. I'm not sure which one, because like I said, this is something new for me. But that's potential to flood your platform with games, badass games.
The new banner is hilarious. Have you actually taken like a really hard look at it?
No,
bro. It's like Overwatch, Diablo, Call of Duty, Candy Crush, StarCraft. It's like, what? Candy Crush is just like right in the middle of all those games.
It's insane, man. It's insane. I mean, I'm excited because I know we're gonna get some. Microsoft doesn't cheap out on anything, right? I mean, they just bought a gaming company for $70 billion.
It's a lot of cheddar.
It's a lot of cheddar. They're gonna have to get their money back out of it, so they're gonna want to put out some fire and fast.
I honestly welcome the subscription-based Star Wars game. Give me the MMO full send. I'll pay you monthly. Like I'm ready.
Bro, give me a game like Fortnite where you can buy skins and buy things and do all this shit for Star Wars. I mean, it's sold. I mean, look at the Boba Fett, Mandalorian, Stormtrooper skins in Fortnite. That shit's
the weapons,
and it's so badass.
Yeah.
I
really see Fortnite becoming like the Smash Bros of first-person shooters. Like, if they want to, when they introduce these characters, they're starting to introduce things like the web shooters. Like, if literally every character has their own unique ability, and then it's no longer like just your generic Fortnite character. If you think about it, that might take a purchase of Fortnite by a bigger company too, but you never know.
I mean, but why not? I mean, look at the acquisition that just happened. I mean, look, Fortnite's addictive. Number one, I got it like 2 weeks ago. I'm probably 2 weeks ago today. And I'm on it whenever I'm not cutting or streaming or something, because it's addictive. I'm like,
let me get two other people and I'm ready, man. We can stream it.
I'm telling you, I think that you, me, Mac, X-Wing, I love X-Wing, but he's a rogue when you're playing with him. He's a total rogue. He's
wild card.
He's a total wild card. He's that hot shot Tom Cruise pilot, right? Like
sometimes he's good bait though. So it kind of is like
bro, we were playing the other day, and of course he's got his Boba Fett skin. I think he had his Boba Fett skin on.
People target you probably when you're rolling around like Boba Fett too, I would think.
And he's rolling around, and he's he gets a bounty, right? And he's like, I'm a bounty hunter, I gotta go get my bounty. We're going the opposite way of him, like literally complete opposite way of each other. I was
watching that.
He's hilarious, dude. He's great. I love playing with him, but yeah, it's a fun game, and honestly, I could see it absolutely growing leg or creating, because I hear they're coming out with a new one. I hear they're coming out with a non-building mode or something like that. So there's no build, which I love, because man, these kids can build fast. Dude. And I just start shooting up in the air with my shotgun when they do it.
You watch the tournaments, it's like a whole other
in one, and they are insane.
Oh my god.
I think I lasted like 4 seconds with them. But yeah, I mean, this acquisition is a big one. I mean, this Microsoft, they could literally do something crazy, like buy a platform like Fortnite and upgrade it into something completely MMO. right? Give me that Star Wars based subscription. I'm in.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You don't have to sell me. Just take my money.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and that's basically, what I wanted to jump on today was this was big news, the Microsoft acquisition of Activision Blizzard. I mean, like you said, that's a lot of stuff on their roster now. And does this hurt PlayStation? Does this hurt the other
A lot of people are curious about exclusives and how they're gonna
look, when
play it out.
I first got into KOTOR, it was an Xbox exclusive.
Mhm.
I only bought the Xbox because I could play a Star Wars game.
Yeah.
So
it's good for competition. Like, I feel like you need the exclusives, but it's so hard to it's basically like, okay, what of our content are we going to put on the main screen, and what of our content are we going to put in the shows?
Yeah.
I would not want to make that decision.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Nope.
And like I said, this is going to be a good year, hopefully, not only for Star Wars. We're continuing on with the shows and Kenobi and Andor and Mandalorian 3 and all these Bad Batch 2 and all these good shows that are coming, but they're giving us some good stuff in the gaming space, right? You're giving me you're giving me the Lego Star Wars, which is awesome to play. Hopefully we'll get to play with friends. Then you're giving me Jedi Fallen Order. Now you're talking about other games that could be potentially coming out due to the acquisition of Microsoft. They might be doing their own game with Lucasfilms. We don't know. KOTOR, I'm not sure. I haven't heard a release date of when that's supposed to come out, but we'll see, man. I mean, it sounds like a good year for the gaming industry as a whole. I think this acquisition just shows gaming is a legit business, people. If you didn't believe it before, it's
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so the Stanley's is up on it. So here's Sony lost $20 billion because of Microsoft. Business, man.
Wonder how that
Business.
trickles down.
Yeah, I mean, what's it going to trickle down to? I mean, I don't think Nintendo does a lot of their gaming in house. They don't really farm out a lot. I mean, you can get Fortnite on Switch, but I don't really know how that affects the other platforms. But it's got to be good for PC gaming, and it's got to be good for Xbox users.
Yep.
Number one, because those are the two that Microsoft are going to do exclusives if they do it. So
crazy.
I don't know, man. It's a crazy time.
Craziness. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. The Mandalorian, there's another one of our team members on.
Yeah, I see you guys out there, Fortnite.
Yeah, we Fortnite it.
Or as my kids call it, fork knife.
Oh, they fork knife it. Yeah, well, hey, you can eat in that game.
No, they figured it out real quick, but
yeah, I mean, it's a big time, man. Between Lego doing what they're doing and hopefully Lucasfilm Games again. Eclipse is on like the back burner. I mean, I don't even think it's on the stove yet. So we're just gonna
It sounds like a lot of undertaking, and I think it sounds like the company bit off a little bit more than they could chew. I think I've said this before too. Dropping that trailer is like a cry for help. So you big companies out there, you big money spenders, you sharks, like, come help us out, bro. Look at this. Look what we got here.
I mean, right? If kind of a call of desperation. Look what I can do.
Moving all this money around, yeah.
And with them being in a little bit of issue with their current CEO, I mean,
bro, they're literally in the same boat as Activision. So,
I mean, who knows? We may get a Sony.
We have 4 years.
Maybe one of these bigger companies wants to scoop up the talent over there, because no lie, there's talent over there. Whoever, what is it? Rogue.
Yeah, I can't remember the company.
I can't remember that company's name, but the people that made the Eclipse trailer that are making that game, there's no lack of talent over there. They're talented. That game looked. I mean, it got everybody excited. So
yeah,
billionaires.
Oh, they're the guys that did Detroit Become Human.
Ah, there you go. Yeah.
So for real, like the storytelling and all that.
Yeah, I'd say you billionaires out there, you big corporations, pay attention, because that's an acquisition that could really make you.
I want to get into a Star Wars game and feel the immersion. I don't know. On my channel, I'm not really doing too much content, but I'm really going to dive into Escape from Tarkov.
Yep.
And
yep,
as far
you
as
have.
a first person shooter with like the sounds and like the surround sound in your headset and how important that is, like you feel so immersed in the game. Like I need that from Star Wars game.
Yeah, this is how much we geek out. Just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. In fact, I'm probably going to do after lunch. I'm probably going to end up doing like a Fortnite Friday tonight or something. I think it's
Dude, I'll be around.
I think it's high time. So probably in the afternoon, we'll see who's available in the early afternoon, which would be the early evening for you. And we'll see who's available to jump in, and we might just do some.
And consider me like a fifth man, even, dude.
Yeah.
I really enjoy watching you guys play Fortnite too. So I can hang in the chat if anyone needs to bounce. I can pop in or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. I think a Friday night Fortnite might not be a bad idea. Metalorian's down. I'm sure X-Wing when he gets home. I know Matt Cave is over on Master Paul's tonight at 9 East Coast, so 6 Pacific.
For sure.
So if we're not streaming, I try not to.
Listen, our followers are just gonna have to learn to dual stream.
I mean,
it's
what I do.
It's gonna happen.
I put on when I'm watching one stream and I want to watch another, I put the closed captions on the other one and mute it, so I get the best of both worlds. But yeah, I mean,
that's funny.
I try not to step on anybody else when we're streaming. That's why I'm starting to stream more during the day, because a lot of our folks are at work or are doing other things. So this is an opportunity.
Grown folks got jobs too, you know.
Most grown folks have jobs. Yeah,
we do this for fun, and we all, want to grow a channel eventually, but it's gonna take time to figure out where we all kind of fit in with each other. And I'm loving the process. Yeah, I'm enjoying the process. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure I've stepped on toes and I've made people feel bad, but sorry. I am who I am. I'm like Popeye. I is what I is. But yeah, the goal here is to have fun. The goal here is to meet like-minded folks and try to keep it fun and energetic. And this is supposed to be fun. I'm not here to make money. If I monetize, great. I'm gonna end up giving all that money away anyway. But for me, this is about having fun and meeting like-minded folks in the space. So everybody that's here, as always, thank you for being here. It's good to have you here. It's nice to have a nice chill stream talking about something different than the lore, where everybody gets in the chat and gets spicy. I think Matt only threw a couple stones, so I appreciate it, Riz. Little pebbles. He didn't. Yeah, he was like hitting the window from outside. He was just like, "Hey, you guys home?" He wasn't really throwing stones. He's out there with the boom box. Yeah. But yeah, man, I appreciate just you guys playing the Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, the music from the Duel of the Fates. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate you guys being here. This is stuff that I'm passionate about. I love Star Wars games, and I'm not great at any of them, but I try to be. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Thank you for coming and hanging out. I know it's midday where you are. I'm sure you got things going on, but I always appreciate it. Is going to roll up. Yeah, that's what I was kind of like. Oh, he might not have any kids around. So yeah, go do you. And like I said, we might do a Fortnite Friday tonight here and put at least my game so you can watch me be horrible on the stream. But everybody, be safe out in the space. Take care of each other, your family, your friends. Be safe, stay healthy, and as always, may the force be with you all. Anything to say on the way out, my friend? No, man. Keep it casual. Sometimes we get a little too serious. I agree. God, keep it casual. Keep it positive. Keep it fun. Everybody have a good night. Be safe. And happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you guys soon.